Reddit files we go. I'm a male, age 34, have been with my girlfriend, age 30, for 9 months now. We have just introduced our friends to each other and everything is going smoothly. I think she's the one, to be honest. My girlfriend has a very pretty face. It's just perfect and I love watching her. She's also very shy and blushes and gets flustered when I look at her for more than a few seconds. And she would try to evade my eyes or laugh nervously and kiss me to break the awkwardness. But she never made me feel that I was being out of line or creepy. And I always thought it's her shyness that's causing the awkwardness rather than my gaze and creepiness. But I will be honest here. Her shyness adds to her charm, and I find it very hot that she's still so shy around me. Last night I was at the restaurant with her closest friends and my girlfriend was telling a story. She was telling me the story and blushing and I didn't notice it, but I was probably gazing at her when all of a sudden her best friend shouted, "Would you stop being so creepy and stop oogling her? Can't you see that she's uncomfortable?" The loudest silence followed this, and then my girlfriend said that she wasn't uncomfortable at all, but her best friend continued that she has noticed me staring at my girlfriend all evening and that it was very creepy. I told her that she is my girlfriend and that I wasn't staring at a stranger, but then all of the girls said that I was wrong. It is wrong to stare like that at a woman even if she's your girlfriend, and that I shouldn't at least have noticed how my girlfriend was uncomfortable. Another girl's boyfriend told them that this was ridiculous and they rounded on him. It turned into a sexual harassment discussion and I felt so embarrassed to be accused of being a creepy dude. I told them that my impression was that my girlfriend was nervous because she was telling the story and everyone was listening rather than being uncomfortable because of me oogling her. My girlfriend answered in the affirmative and stated that she wasn't offended by me. Her best friend didn't want to drop it, however, so I yelled at her to shut up. The mood was ruined afterwards and we went our separate ways. I texted my girlfriend that I was sorry for making her uncomfortable and that I wasn't being creepy on purpose. I just love her face. She told me not to worry about it. But the thing is, she must have told her friends something or they wouldn't react so strongly, so she probably thinks and has discussed that I'm being a creep, or she hasn't told them anything and they just made an assessment all on their own, and that's even more worrying. What am I doing wrong here? Let me explain something to you. You got a man here that knows what he wants. He loves the woman that he's with. He is happy that she is there. He spends every waking moment thinking about her and looking directly at her face. And he encourages, in a sense, the blushing or the flushing of her face because he likes the fact that she is still, no matter how long that they've been together, she's still so shy around him. And he finds that very, very, very attractive. And on top of that, he pays a lot of attention to her, right? Because he loves to look at her face, which means that he will be hanging on every, single word. The best friend, and this is the main thing that I've tried to tell women before, y'all got to get these women under control. And y'all got to understand that you got some of these quote unquote best friends who don't want the best for you. So when you have a woman who has a boyfriend who obviously cares and loves her, the best friend will be the one that will sit up there and hate on your relationship. She'll be mad at the fact that she doesn't have somebody like that in her life. Because she sees you happy and she's depressed, she wants you to be depressed right there with her. Because she doesn't have a relationship, she wants you to be right next to her, not having a relationship. But then when everything flips, she'll be the one all happy about her boyfriend and all these other types of things, and then she won't have pretty much anything to say, or she won't try to give you any type of advice when you're left there destitute by yourself with nobody by your side. And it's kind of interesting how whenever men do something, no matter how small it is, the whole conversation will shift from him doing this thing, which is small, to magically it's harassment. Like I said before, only women make these conversations happen. Somebody have to make it make sense. How is it possible that whenever a man does something And we're not talking about something that's dramatic. We're not talking about something that's to the farther end of the spectrum. We're talking about something like, oh, let me hold your hand. Let me this, let me that. Magically, it'll get turned into a whole conversation dealing with harassment. Like I said, only women can do things like this. But women have to be the main ones to get other women under control and make them understand, like, yo, the way that you're acting is not okay. He's not doing anything wrong. You're the one that's overreacting. You're the one that's being dramatic. You're the one that's doing all of these other things. For the men out there that's, with the woman of their dreams, the woman that they want to be with, please just overlook the best friend. Don't pay no mind and no attention to her. Just do the things that you've normally been doing and let that woman be jealous and be in that corner off to herself, being frustrated and angry that, she doesn't have the type of guy that you are and that she is not in the type of relationship that her friend is in.